Hello and welcome to 404ing It, breaking down the internet, the return. I'm Pat Bear. This is the archive version of the stream. If you're watching this later after the fact on YouTube or archive.org, or somebody else uploaded it to a weird website. I don't know. I don't have control over people. You could do that. Maybe the old Giant Bomb Unarchived decided to pull this for old time's sake. I don't know. But it's 404ing It. I'm making sure everything looks okay here on my end, and it does. 404ing It. If you've never seen it before, it's my chance to talk to you about cool stuff from the internet. Sometimes it's a live show. Sometimes it's a panel show that's streamed on Twitch. And this time, it's just me doing a thing. So let's explain a little bit about what this is. I talk about stuff from the internet. We're going to go over here so I can do this screen right here. I talk about stuff from the internet that I love. I will be talking over videos and photos. I will try and be positive. I'm going to swear, but like, oh, fuck, look at this thing. And it'll be fun. These are the rules. They have changed slightly over the years, but these are the basic tenets of 404ing It, breaking down the internet. When it was a panel, it was 13 plus because I didn't want my guests, there are no guests in this one, just me, and also I didn't want to worry about swearing. And occasionally, there would be some kind of content that people were like real bummed about, that were like, oh, I'm not a nightmare person, Pat. I didn't like that. So I would always try to give some warnings on that. Like, hey, there's going to be a video with spiders in it. There's not. Hey, there's not going to be a video with spiders in it. Don't worry about it. You're okay. I don't have a spider video in this one. But sometimes there'd be something like that. Or there would be like a weird guy with a gun would be a video. And I would tell people ahead of time. In this one, I do not believe there is anything that it would be a triggering thing. Maybe there is an Eric Pope section in here. Not something sent in by Eric Pope. But like spiritually, there is a video that is this is a thing Eric would want to show, that is going to be sonically perhaps challenging. We'll get to that when we get to it. I think it's a fucking really funny video, but you may disagree. Ska is triggered. Yeah, is there any ska in this? No, there is no, as far as I know, there's no ska. Anyway, breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news is a segment that I did occasionally where I would be done with the show and ready to go. All my prep work for 404ing It would be done. But something would happen. One time I showed a Detective Pikachu English trailer had come out that day, and Pikachu had just a deep man's voice, so I had to show that. Stuff like that. Sometimes things would happen, and I would be like, oh, I need to talk about this. And in this case, my old good friend Matt Little, who was on the stage version of 404ing It at one point, Matt made a video on Instagram of a thing I was unaware about. So we're going to watch that video, and I might add a little commentary here and there, and then we'll talk about it a little bit, because this is indeed breaking news.
So Daredevil Born Again just accidentally made me MCU canon. Not because I work at Marvel, and not because I wrote a comic, because I filmed a rat. 10 years ago, I shot the original Pizza Rat video. And then the internet did what the internet does. Memes, merchandise, cosplays.
Yeah, they did all that.
My own supervillain that
Fuck
tried
you,
to take credit for the
Zardulu.
video.
You go to hell,
Then in season
Zardulu.
2 of Daredevil Born Again,
Asshole.
Kirsten McDuffie says this.
I'm going to tell those people that you have Pizza Rat smoking crack in your bathroom.
That means Pizza Rat exists in the MCU. And if Pizza Rat exists in the MCU, then technically the guy that shot Pizza Rat also does too.
It's
I'd
fair,
like to
fair.
think I was at the Battle of City Hall, but
No,
honestly, I
probably
was
not,
probably
Matt.
stuffing my face at Landistry. So
Yeah.
after 20 years of acting, comedy, voiceover, and creative
talented man,
direction,
Matt
the
Little.
thing that got me into the MCU was a rat dragging a slice of pizza down some subway stairs. Life is written by better comedy writers than me.
Okay, so first off, excellent hat choice, Matt. Love it. Love the hat. Secondly, if you were unaware, one, Pizza Rat is real. Pizza Rat is a real rat, a real New York City rat that did grab a slice of pizza, a full fucking slice of pizza, and try to drag it down some stairs to its lair or whatever. It happened at the L train stop at First Avenue. It's real. And I know it's real because, one, I believe in Matt Little. My boy Matt did film it. And if you're unaware, my voice is in the video. I say, get that shit to the rat when the rat gives up on pizza, on the pizza slice. I'm in the video. My audio's in the video because I was standing next to Matt because I'm the one that went, oh, weird. And then Matt took out his phone and filmed it. And then Matt sent that video, uploaded that video to YouTube and Instagram, sent a link to Gothamist and Gawker, and then sold the video rights along with them stuff to Junkin Media and did a whole thing, made videos about that. Sorry, I just had to check a thing here. Okay. Made videos about Pizza Rat. There's a documentary about it. As mentioned in this video, there was somebody who claims to be a street artist named Zardulu that said that that rat and 2 other New York rat videos were all staged and they were the mastermind behind it and they were trained rats and we were hired, or Matt was hired, I'm not even part of that conversation, to upload the video and pretend like they made it. Fuck off, Zardulu. There are still people that believe that because they don't want to believe the real fun version. They want to believe a anonymous street artist was behind viral videos. Fuck you, Zardulu. And anyway, Matt's in the... So, Pizza Rat is in the MCU. Pizza Rat's also in like 3 or 4 other things. I believe Pizza Rat's in like We Bare Bears. Like Pizza Rat is in some stuff because it gets referenced. Kimmy Schmidt has like a street sign that says Pizza Rat on it. It's a thing. So Pizza Rat is in the MCU. One could argue that the same person that filmed Pizza Rat in our reality also did it in the MCU, and there's a Matt Little counterpoint, version of Matt Little. And then one could also therefore make the assumption that if Matt Little was in the MCU, then the person that was with Matt Little would also be in the MCU. Therefore, I'm in the MCU? I guess I'm in the MCU? It's also weird because I have friends who acted in movies in the MCU. Small parts, of course, but they're in there. So it's pretty weird to be like, oh yeah, well my friend's acted in it, but like there's a phantom version of me that also is in that version of New York. Yeah, so like transitive properties. I'm in the MCU. I'm canon in the MCU. I don't know. Anyway, that was breaking news because shit happened, and I want to talk about it because literally he put that video up yesterday, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, Matt, if Pizza Rat's in there, then we're in there too. Weird. Yes. Every crazy thing that happens in that version of New York, we were fine during, which is great to know. All right, so let's get into the show here. This was originally the opening segment that I'll be doing now. Let's talk about ski ballet. Let's talk about some ski ballet, everybody. Now, you may know about this. You probably don't. The larger concept of what ski ballet falls into, I'm pretty sure most people know that they add stuff to the Olympics sometimes. The Winter Olympics, the Summer Olympics. There are events that get added. Now, often they are showcased first. There is some sort of Olympic event, or and there's a showcase because there are nationals. There is a movement across the world in multiple countries to do said thing, and then they get to showcase, and then some of them become full-fledged events, Olympic events. And some of them don't. And sometimes they get multiple. And ski ballet is one such event that had demonstrations in 1988 and 1992. And those demonstrations were there were demonstrations, there were competitions. In 92, they actually had a full competition, and in 88, it was just a demonstration. It did not get added to the Olympics. And we're going to watch some of this because some of them are on the internet. NBC collected a few of them as hey, here's some weird stuff maybe you don't know about the Olympics. Like when they were really trying to social media up the idea that the Olympics are awesome and you should not boycott the Olympics, please. They shared some of this stuff. So this footage, we'll look at Calgary Olympic Games 1988 demonstration.
Côté des hommes, Dominique, tu nous avais annoncé Hermann Reitberger comme grand favori.
Okay.
C'est lui que l'on voit en piste présent.
Ski acrobatique ballet. Now I want you to think in your head what you think ski ballet is, and then see if it's what it is here.
Musique très dynamique.
Now, if you thought that ski ballet is like the equivalent of freestyle ice dancing, you were right. They picked a song, they built their routine around the song, and they perform it, and then judges were like, yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, ski ballet could have been any number of things, but really it's just snow dancing with ski poles and some tricks here and there. Some cool little tricks. And it's an uneven ground there, so you can get some momentum to kind of do some stuff. And of course, you got to do some classical music. You want to have some fun with it. And then, we're going to have some capital F fun with it. Because it's 1988. So forget that corny old music. Because now we got the beat, and now we got to go for it. This is Calgary, correct. We are in Calgary in 1988 for a demonstration of what ski ballet could be. And the music changes again to get in the past there. All right, so that's a little bit of what it looked like in 1988. Let's jump ahead to 1992, the next Winter Olympics. It's time, demonstration's over. It's time to treat this like a real event, even though it's not recognized as an Olympic event. It's going to be more than a demonstration. We're going to have the finals. We are in France in 1992. And again, ski artiste. That's right. It's 1992. And we got an American boy out here doing it. Going for it. (1992). I am 12 years old as this is happening. And my guy, well, that wasn't much though. So, okay, we've got a little bit going here. Oh, and it's a combination. Oh, there you go. And the crowd is, oh, don't worry about it. The music's going to change. Don't you fucking worry about it. Let's get a little jazzy with it. Now, this is highlights, unfortunately. I do not have the full performance for you. This is just some highlights. But of course, big band swing. Oh, but also it's 1992, so we got to feel the rhythm of it. We got to pump up the jams. We got to make sure kids aren't doing drugs. We got to have a good time that's clean fun and do some stunts. In the background, someone just fell in the snow. Everything's going great. Oh, that's a good move. And then, oh, riling up the crowd, making it work. And then, ooh, one-handed, and he does it. He does it. He gives the dismount. Big thumbs up. America is stronger than it's ever been. 1992. And again, they scored this. So we're going to find out how Spina did here. A variety of judges here. And then, oh, okay. We're getting a sampling here. Oh. Just kind of stretching a little bit. Showing you a little bit of moves there. Oh, going for it. It's a pretty strong move there for the music, just kind of still building. Yeah, I mean, one could make the assumption here that this is, you know, obviously this is its own sort of sport, right? You could be good at downhill skiing and good at this. You could be good at snowboarding tricks and transition to this. You could be phenomenal at jumps, or you could just have dance in your soul, and you can only really showcase the dance within you when you're on skis and you've got ski poles. And then you like snap it along. It's like, oh, I wanted to do interpretive dance my whole life, but also I'm very good at skiing, and there's never been anything that could combine those two things. Oh wait, ski ballet is a thing. And then, of course, we need to feel the heat. It's just like earlier when I was like, there isn't any ska in this show. There's definitely horns, though. 404ing it tonight will have horns. Excellent. Wonderful. And he says, oh yeah, hell yeah. Norway scored 28 points. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, we'll get into this section before I jump ahead. My apologies. Hey, they're in France. France has to bring it, right? Because we are in France. I forgot this was part of this video. And so we got to, of course, start traditional. This is one of those things where someone will do an amazing job here, and then you're watching it on TV, and then commentators go, ooh, and you go, wait, why was that bad? And they're like, oh, that's going to cost him points. And you're like, what do you mean? What do you mean? This just looks impressive and cool. I don't know. I mean, that's just crazy. You know, I'm going to say this. It does feel very, obviously the other one was in 1988, this is 1992. It does feel very 1988 and 1992, if that makes sense. It feels very end of the 80s, early 90s to be like, oh, I dance on my skis. It just feels that. I don't know. It didn't take off, obviously. But if it came back in 2030, you wouldn't be like, or 2028, whatever, you wouldn't be like, hey, why are they doing that? Now, if you thought, we'll end up this video there, wrap up. Got one more video here for ski ballet. Now, if you thought to yourself, Pat, there must be other people competing in this, and you're right. There are people of other gender expressions that are competing in this as well. So we will look still from 1992, the women's final. We'll see segments of that. We'll watch a little bit of this. Now, we saw France from the male category. We will look in those in the female category. And, of course, it has to be vaguely sexual. Vaguely, oddly, weirdly. Really? This is what you picked? Boop, boop, be doop? Look, I don't dislike the feather boa attached to the jacket. I don't dislike that. I think that is flair, that is lovely. I do think dancing ski ballet to this song feels very 1992 in a bad way, is what I'll say. It's like, oh, really? Okay. You know, people are going to write about this because there aren't blogs, but there are web pages in 1992. So there was at least at some point a web page dedicated to being fucking pissed off about this performance. Yeah. Well, what are you doing here? Like, I'm glad that she's happy about it. And I'm happy she got 25.20 points. Okay, it's time for USA. Does she have a scrunchie on? Yes, she does. She has a scrunchie. She is striking a pose to begin. And then... It's wild that they didn't put in seating for this. That people are just watching by pressing themselves up against the snowbanks. Now, she does have flair. It's not a boa, but she does have one snow pant that has flames on it, which I think is fucking awesome. And she got some flames going down on the shirt. I think the flame pant is very cool. And then more big band. Really digging into the snow there for the stunts. Still very subdued comparatively. But then, oh, okay. Going for the one pole trick. Ooh, the one pole trick. I don't know if she nailed it or not. But either way, the camera person liked it, and that's nice. Yeah, this just feels dangerous, the seating for this event. Feels very dangerous. And then... Alright. Hell yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about here. Outfit is on point. We got saxophone pop music going here. Saxophone forward music here. You imagine in the background, you may see various ninja men appearing. It's that kind of music for the time period. And then, oh no, we'll get a little Olympics in our Olympics. Then, cool stunt to the music. Triumphant music. As you do a stunt we've seen other people do. But this one's new. Ain't nobody else doing that. You didn't see that before. Oh, some height there. And then getting some lifts. And then there we go. Hell yeah. This is one of those. They started hot, then it was like, oh, I've got technique, and now it's like, oh, I'm going for it. You may have noticed my demeanor change as these videos went, as I got more and more comfortable talking about them, and suddenly I'm an expert now. And you may have seen that in any single person in the entire history of humanity watching the Olympics, where suddenly you're an expert because you've watched a couple hours of it. That is a shared experience that we all have. 25.30 points. Hell yeah. Great job. Yeah. And there you go. There are your scores there. This is just a thing that happened. Yeah, she totally deserved it. I was very impressed. We unfortunately did not get to see everybody. I think we saw Petzold, but we didn't see Breen, or we saw Breen, but not Petzold. But, hey, we had 2 in there. Go USA. Bronze in it. You'll take it. You take the bronze. Of course, no medals, because this was not a medal event. But someday it could come back. I don't think it will, but it could come back. Anyway, that's ski ballet. That is a hallmark of 404ing it, is that people would just be like, I don't know, I found this video of people doing stuff, and I thought it was cool. Another hallmark of 404ing it is sometimes my guests, particularly, but also sometimes me, my guests would come in and they would say, Pat, this video I've seen a lot, and I just want to show it because it would be fun to show it. And so sometimes I would look at those videos and I would go, I don't know what this is. And other times I go, oh, I know the story behind this. And I would be able to share the background because I know that meme. Sometimes I know that meme. Not always, but sometimes I know that meme and I know what it's about. In this case, we're going to look at 2 memes that I know about, and I can tell you about them. One is one is a quick one. This is just a little easy one because I thought it would be funny to talk about it a little bit. But I want to talk to you, we're going to work backwards here. I'm going to talk to you about, now, I do not have time to go over what's happening in Magic the Gathering vis-a-vis Universes Beyond. Just so you know, if you don't pay attention to Magic Gathering at all, which is great for you, excellent. They have licensed sets of cards for properties that already exist. Magic is not just the Magic stuff. It's not just what people thought of on their own or were inspired by other things and made their own versions of it. So there's been Marvel stuff, official Marvel stuff, including this card. This card is Sauron, Dino Devotee. I'm not going to go through the whole card, but I will say it has some things it can do. It can cure cancer. It can turn people into dinosaurs. This is a very fun card. Is it a good card? That's not up for me to say. I've never played it. I don't mess with green decks. So I'm not playing green. I don't know if this is a good card or not. You got to ask a green player or somebody that plays blue-green or whatever, what their deal is, if Sauron is good. I don't know. It's got flying, and I like that a lot. And it's a vampire. I like that as well. That's right. Sauron is a dinosaur vampire, which is true. I mean, as far as everything else. This card is referencing a comic panel that went viral and goes viral quite often. It goes through weird phases like every meme out there. There are people that don't know about it that discover it again, and then someone of some importance on the internet shares it again, and then it goes around again. And it's this comic page from issue 2 of Spider-Man and the X-Men. This is when Spider-Man was teaching at Xavier. It is a comic. It is a comedic. It's a comic book, but it's a funny book. It is on purpose supposed to be funny and goofy. And in the panel of issue 2 of Spider-Man and the X-Men, we have Sauron here saying, with the DNA we liberated from the grave desecration you call a museum, nice, I have perfected the Sauronization process. Your rice paper puppets will be given forms benefiting Earth's dominant species. And then Spider-Man says, reasonably, you can rewrite DNA on the fly and you're using it to turn people into dinosaurs? But with tech like that, you could cure cancer. And then also, reasonably, in my opinion, Sauron says, but I don't want to cure cancer. I want to turn people into dinosaurs. And this has gone viral. People don't know what page this is from. People thought this was a fan comic. People thought these were not the actual lines and that it was an edit. But no, this was a page and it was an issue. And the thing that makes me laugh the most is that Elliot wrote that. That's Elliot Kalin. I don't particularly pretend like you would definitely know who Elliot is. Elliot Kalin is a writer who has written many comic books. He is also a podcaster from the Flophouse, which is a podcast where they watch movies that are commercial or critical failures, flops, and talk about the movies. They've been doing it for a really long time. I know the idea of three straight white guys watching and talking about bad movies feels like everybody does that. There weren't a lot of podcasts doing that when they started. He's written for the returns, the Netflix versions of Mystery Science 3000, Mystery Science Theater 3000, I should say. Nobody knows that Elliot wrote that comic. They just don't know it because that's the world we live in. So I felt like if I was going to talk about memes on this thing, I could at least say that if you ever see that meme in the wild, just know that a guy who is writing on a Ghostbusters TV show right now wrote that comic. He is working on a Ghostbusters TV show. Yes, he was also head writer of The Daily Show under Jon Stewart, and a New York dude that did some stuff that I cross paths with on occasion, and a good, funny writer who, again, also wrote that comic. He wrote, he's still writing on the Harley Quinn, the current Harley Quinn, that is really good and also very funny. But anyway, I just want to do that. That's one of those things where I'm like, I don't think that was particularly the most funny thing, but if I'm talking about memes, that's a meme I want to share. Sometimes I can be like, oh, I know the person that made that, and now you do too. Okay, so this next one that we need to talk about here, I'm going to have to adjust the audio on the second thing. We're going to work kind of backwards. Just know that as you watch the first two videos of these three videos, that I know where I'm going with this. Take a journey with me. About 10 years ago, my friend Aura Hack, Erica, a wonderful artist and cool person, way too cool to be friends with someone like me, just the coolest. Erica was a guest on 404ing It, and she had some internet fun videos that she wanted to share. And one of them was just like a fun comedy video. And I included it, and I didn't know anything about it. But something irked me about that video. Not that it wasn't funny or good, but there was something about it that stuck with me for years. And now I could finally say that I know that meme, and I know what's going on here. So let's start with this. So we got a guy here. He is playing Osu. Osu is a rhythm tapping game where people upload their own tracks, their own songs, or songs they have stolen or remixed, and they make their own levels. And so this dude is just someone who's filming them, and they're playing. This is an unknown boy. I do not know who this boy is. And he's doing very good. I can tell you that he's doing real good here. And he's getting into it. Oh, and he's getting too into it. He's getting maybe too into it, but he's still keeping up. It's okay. He's making it happen. And he's going for it. And then, no, he's gone. And he's dancing. Oh, and there was another guy. There was another guy the whole time. There was a second boy this whole time. And they're doing the dance like you have light sticks, the glow stick dance, and then they laugh. And Erica showed that video at that 404ing It, and I was like, I love that. I love this bit. Of course, the reveal of the second boy is incredible. It is an unbelievable thing that there was a second boy the whole time. And it's very of its time. I do not know these boys. I cannot tell you anything about these boys, who they are. I can only tell you that this was uploaded and then ripped and spread around the internet, and it was big on 2chan in Japan. The Japanese message boards thought this video was great. And that's where it ended, with Erica showing that. She had a bunch of videos. That was just one of them. But it stuck with me. Because I was like, I know that Nightcore song. I know that song. Like, I knew it. I knew it existed. I'd heard it before. Because it's not called Slow Down. It's called Nightcore. And you put an anime girl in the thumbnail. I had heard that song before I saw the meme. And legally, I'm required to get to the chorus, so I'm sorry we have to listen again as I explain this. I've turned it down a little bit. If it's still too loud, let me know. Andrea, thank you for uploading this, and I'm sorry that you also took it down, but before you took it down, the Nightcore Witcher ripped it from YouTube and uploaded it themselves. This song was originally uploaded by someone named Andrea, who, as far as we know, made this. All right, well, we don't have to listen to the whole thing. But shout outs to Andrea for making, as far as we know, Andrea is the person that made this Nightcore track and put it on YouTube. And then it got taken down at some point. And then the Nightcore Witcher, which is a great name, re-uploaded it and also put it in Osu. And that's, for a while, as far as I know the meme went, that I knew where the song was from and I knew who uploaded it. Until this year, when I was reminded that I've known about this song since 2011. And it feels stupid to me. I feel foolish that I didn't recognize it. But of course, I couldn't recognize it because Rockefeller Street, I'd only, except for one time in my life, I had only heard the Nightcore version because, of course, Nightcore is the speed up version. It is a version of the song. It is not the original. Are there some tracks that people make in Nightcore that are originals? Yes. But traditionally, early Nightcore was just a designation of a style of remix where you sped it up and added more bass or whatever. Maybe more drums. But I had heard Rockefeller Street before, and a podcast jogged my memory that I had heard this song in 2011 when I was at a friend's house and we were watching, for the first time on English television, Eurovision. Rockefeller Street is a fucking Eurovision song from 2011. We'll just... That's her voice sped up. It's so weird that's it. Also, I should say that Estonia there singing English does not appear to be her native language. So we do get that kind of like Slavic English thing, which is kind of fun. If you're wondering, hey, Pat, how well did Rockefeller Street do for Estonia? Well, they came in 24th out of 25. They did the second worst you could do in the finals. They did make it to the finals, but they came in 24th. That's a great question, John. I don't know that place. I should have done my research. Eurovision. 2011, 25th place for Eurovision. I know the winner. That's Azerbaijan. Who came in last place? Okay. No, they're not gonna tell me who won. Okay. I'll find it. I now want to know as well. Let's see. Okay, semifinal 2, finals. Here's the finals. Oh, that's right. Estonia came in 15th there. Yeah. Total. Okay. Yeah. So Georgia. Switzerland was 25th. I mean, I might have the wrong year. I don't know. You're saying Switzerland's 25th. I don't know. Either way, they didn't do great. Estonia did not do great in the 2011 Eurovision. I might have had the wrong Eurovision year when I looked it up, so don't quote me on that. But I can tell you they didn't do great with that song. One of the reasons why I did 404ing it again was because I was like, oh, someday I'll show that video again, and then I'll show the song and give proper shout outs to Andrea. And then this year I was like, wait, oh God, I've heard that song play. I watched that year of Eurovision. That was the first year. It was on Logo, and I watched it at a friend's house. It was my first full Eurovision that was live. Crazy that I didn't know that. Anyway, we saw ski ballet, and that's a great demonstration of talent and athleticism. But I don't know if I would say it quite kicked enough ass. But luckily for us, we can talk about a power team here. We can talk about this team, Bergamo, Team Bergamo. You'll hear it said different ways on different videos. But we can talk about Team Bergamo because you might not know this, but in the United States, there have been for decades martial arts competitions. The U.S. Open of martial arts competitions exists. And there are different categories. And Ralph Bergamo has a team of martial artists to compete in those. And I have a selection of videos from that. They are all terrible quality, and I can't wait to show them to you. This is from the U.S. Open 2000 Creative Breaking category. Again, terrible quality. I apologize.
Now, are they going to break him, or is he going to break something else, Mike? What is this setup? Have you seen this before?
Well, they're going to start by breaking those concrete blocks on his chest with a sledgehammer.
Yeah. We got one host who knows what's up and one host that doesn't. A wonderful combo.
Now he's going to go forward with the breaks that he's going to do, and there are quite a few in this routine. Ridge hand strike through.
Again, this is creative breaking. Just break stuff.
You must be on target with that kick.
Shout outs to Tom Walker, who showed one of these videos on one of his streams. Tom Walker, incredibly funny, great streamer and comedian, great stand-up who also streams, I'll say.
That coconut is going to be a surprise at the end of this routine.
Coconut time. Whoop. Shins. That's a shin break. And then, hell yeah. Eat shit, coconut.
And realize how hard that is to do that coconut, but that is quite a feat.
Also, okay, good. It stopped there. This is the year 2000. Look at these mustaches. Look at these men who I don't think are twins. They are different heights, but they are clones of one another. Multiplicity is happening. Look at these mustaches. If you told me that these dudes were amateur wrestlers because they hadn't gotten independent, they were backyard wrestlers. Oh, Tom Walker is on the new season of Taskmaster. Yes, Tom Walker will be on the new season of Australian's Taskmaster, which is like the third best Taskmaster out there. The British is the best, and the New Zealand is the second best Taskmaster. Don't at me. New Zealand Taskmaster is unbelievable. Their season 2 series 2 of New Zealand Taskmaster is better than most Taskmaster seasons or series that exists. Holy shit, that's great. Anyway, unrelated. So that was creative. You can just do whatever with that. Don't worry about it. 2 years later, Ralph's back. The team is back together, and it's time to look at another category, self-defense.
Championship self-defense competition. Basically, you have an individual in the middle here, Ralph Bergamo and Team Bergamo.
Again,
and they will
Bergamo,
middle,
said differently.
Different techniques on how to defend himself. Here, basically a jiu-jitsu type martial art, Mike.
Yeah, correct. And he's going to be graded on authenticity of the attack in particular. If a guy just kind of lobs his arm out there, anybody could defend themselves. And then his variety of his defense.
This is 2002.
A variety of striking techniques,
There is an
takedowns,
audience here.
Sweeps and reaps.
That
and
it's a
using
three
the entire
sides.
arsenal, you know, that he has learned over his many years in jiu-jitsu.
Uh-oh. Look out.
The pace is pretty good too.
Oh no, they're
Pretty fast.
double teaming him. Look out. Oh no, Ralph. Oh, Ralph's got this. But somebody's got a weapon back there. Ralph's got to watch out. Uh-oh.
This actually mirrors what
Oh, no, he's got
goes
it.
on at times in dojos during tests for different belts, right?
Absolutely. In fact,
Oh, takes him down.
In jiu-jitsu type schools, they do have to
And
do
then
multiple.
They got a
types of
weapon. Oh,
defenses.
disarmed him. He took the weapon. He's using the weapon.
He's scaling up now to using weapons, and of course, he's disarmed
Oh.
one of the attackers and is using their weapon against him.
Yeah, everyone's... Luckily, they only
Very
tag
vital
teamed him
target.
once. Now, I must remind you, friends, that the people that he is attacking are team
Bergamo
members.
and Team Bergamo.
For Team Bergamo. We'll go with Bergamo. I've heard Bergamo. We'll go with Bergamo. Reminder that all of those people signed up for we're going to the U.S. Open in the self-defense category. So we need to work on how I'm going to beat the shit out of all of you. And everyone went, you got it, Tom. Or sorry, Ralph. You got it, Ralph. I don't know why I think his name is Tom Bergamo, but it's Bergamo. It's Ralph. So that's 2002. Self-defense. How does he do? I don't know. I have no idea how he does against other people. He just has a YouTube channel where he puts up some videos. Somebody does it. There's a nephew. Somebody's got a nephew that's putting these videos up. And when I say nephew, that is non-gendered. It can be any... when I say that somebody's nephew, you know that is a non-gendered demarcation of a relative of some sort that can put up YouTube videos. Rip them off of VHS tapes. Let's move ahead to 2005. 2005, we're back to creative breaking. Self-defense, that was excellent. But this is where Ralph shines. He's the
Stations.
creative breaking. Hell yeah.
And he got through that with no trouble at all.
Oh.
Each station must consist of either the same material or a simultaneous flow of movement to be counted under
No,
the
what are we doing over
required
here? Oh, we're
7
doing... Oh, no.
stations.
Get these
That's
boards where I
different this
can
year
get
than
all
it was
these
last year.
boards. Why did you put the boards in the
Point
wrong
out here,
place,
Ralph
guys?
Bergamo
Why are you putting the
moving,
boards where I can't
quickly
hit the
and effectively
boards?
around the
Boom.
stage
Hit.
is
He hit
54
that guy.
years
Hits those boards. He hit all those boards. We did it. The first time he hit the boards,
So the
he
old
actually,
creative breaking
for
division
sure,
that we saw
hit
in
his
the past
friend.
has become part of the
Or
entire
teammate.
Ultimate breaking
And then-
championship.
That's correct.
What are you
have
gonna
certain
here?
number of
Oh,
points that you
knees.
can
And
win
then
in
leg.
each division.
All right, I'm
First
sorry.
place
That's...
points, second place.
I'm sorry. I know that I'm making fun of this in some ways and enjoying the silliness of it, but that's cool. He drove the knee up into a bunch of shit and then drove the foot down into a bunch of shit and broke most of the bottom, I think. I can't tell for sure. But we're going to look at that again because he's like up with the knee and then down with the foot. And that's that. All obviously, it goes without saying. When I talked about ski ballet, when I talk about, in this case, creative breaking, it's silly fun, but also this person is highly skilled in a thing that I have broken a board in my day. I took Taekwondo for 2 years haphazardly. I could break a board with my fist thrust. I could do that. Palm thrust. I could do that. Could I do it now? I don't think I could. Could I do this? Fuck no, I couldn't.
You have certain number
Fuck
of
no,
points
I
that
could
you can
not.
win in each
That's
division.
awesome. That's cool shit. And then
First
over
place
there.
points, second place points, third place points, and fourth place points.
All right. Now we got an angled cinder blocks,
first place
something
points.
over here.
We'll get
It's
the
hard to
rest. There's
tell
only
what
one
this
winner.
is. Again, 2005, but uploaded in very poor
Bergamo
quality.
moving through his sequence in
And then,
perfection so far.
that's right.
Now what's he setting up?
Setting up a break here where he lays on nails, he has to simultaneously strike the scallop blocks. The blocks on his
And
stomach
then-
do not count toward the scoring, but toward the showmanship.
I love that.
It's a difficult break. He did miss one with the scallop blocks. Probably not what he would have liked to have happened.
And then, yeah. Hey, do you want to break that?
Now what he's going to do with the nails?
He's going to be standing on these nails and coming off them to do a break.
Again,
So
classic
shift his
combo.
weight such a
Guy
way
who doesn't know what the
doesn't
fuck's
puncture his
going on,
foot when he
guy who
jumps.
knows what's going on. Jumping off a bed of nails to then
Ralph
punch a
Bergamo
bunch of shit. And then
upping the
the
ante
crowd-
every time he moves through the station. And
respectfully, the crowd does go wild because that shit rules. We'll look at it again. I don't care. I don't got any place to be. There's not another panel in here after this. We don't got. We don't have to make way for a Q&A with Mike and Jerry. So we'll watch this again.
Way he doesn't puncture his foot when he jumps.
And then jump off, doom, bam, and everyone's just like,
Ralph
fuck yeah, man.
Bergamo upping the and
Maybe when Ralph hits 70, he'll slow down a little.
I doubt it.
Yes, certainly. Mr. Satan could not pull that off, but he could pull off a mustache. All right, so you're thinking to yourself, Pat, that's 20 years ago. Where is he now? I don't know. I don't know where he is in 2026. I do know where he was in 2014 because that is the last video that was uploaded to the YouTube channel that I could find. It's not the US Open. We're not on ESPN 4. This is a demo of the team. This is the team part of the team, which we didn't really see too much before. You might know where this is going. That's right. It's a martial arts demonstration with young people doing a highly choreographed dance, martial arts dance. Again, 2014, incredibly terrible quality. Yeah. And this is a cover of a particular song that Lord Crashington immediately recognized what we were listening to. And then yes, this is a cover of Imagine Dragons songs that they choreographed martial arts to in what I can only assume is a church rec room. We're not even in a church basement, folks, but there are signs. There are some signs that we are in a church rec area. Also, as much as I find this to be very impressive and cool, because this shit's cool, I must point out that I am very distracted every moment of this video. It is all I can do to look at the martial arts and not look at this woman filming on an iPad. This woman is filming this on a fucking giant iPad. It's 2014 and she has a big ass iPad and she is holding it up and filming on an iPad, and I love that so much as this young woman breaks cool ass boards and then dual boards. Oh, there are so many grandparents in here. And then more weapon times. Yep. Oh no, we gotta break. Are we breaking? Oh yeah, we're breaking big sticks here. We're breaking big ass sticks. Oh, and so tumbles. Oof. And then it's time for Ralph. It's time for Ralph to show everybody his sword shit. Ralph's doing his goddamn sword shit, and everyone's respectful. And the cover has the violin parts. And she's standing up to film. She's standing up with the iPad. She's my favorite person in this. And then choreography. And then how's he gonna break that board? It's so high in the air. How could he break that board to the song? Oh, he did it. He broke that goddamn board with a fucking backflip kick. Fucking Pele kick. And then everybody bow. God. I cannot begin to tell you the joy I felt when I realized the song starts and I go, oh fuck, they're doing it to Imagine Dragons. So when I realized that was a goddamn cover, I don't know if I could properly convey how happy I was to share that with you. I once was at a wrestling show where there was a woman with a full fat iPad taking photos, not video. She was taking photos with an iPad. And that woman was a family friend. She was not the aunt, but she was the aunt of professional wrestler and Twitch streamer Adam Cole. Adam Cole's aunt went to a Ring of Honor show and had second row seats and took photos of Adam and his friends with a full fat iPad. And I sat next to Dan Reichert watching that happen, and it was very good. All right, we have 2 segments left in our show tonight, in our good time streams here. This video is gonna be over an hour. The archive version is gonna be over an hour, and I'm happy about that. I didn't know if that would work out when it's just me. Okay, so wrestling content, people check out. I understand. Believe me, this is wrestling content where I will talk to you about a comedic wrestler, and then I will show you a little video of this comedic wrestler being amazing. Let's talk about Palm Harajuku. Palm Harajuku is a wrestler for the promotion Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, I should say, TJPW. Just continue the wrestling talk. Here's Palm right here. It's Palm Harajuku. Palm's gimmick is that she is 3 years old. She is a 3-year-old who is also a wrestler. And so she does wrestling moves. She is a shin kick-based wrestler. Lots of shin kicks. And she is goofy and silly and fun. And one of the ways she lets you, the audience, know that she is goofy and silly and fun is that when the referee is checking the arms and clothing and stuff, looking for weapons of some sort or any kind of foreign object, she says hello to them. Isn't that cute? The thing is the way that she says hello is sonically challenging. We are now going to see a montage of her saying hello to various referees, both in the United States and Japan, a variety of referees. This was put together as a montage by Meerkat Ultra. Meerkat Ultra is a YouTuber that focuses on Joshi, Joshi of the past, so Japanese women's wrestling of the past and present. So thank you to Meerkat for putting together this cool montage, and there'll be a bonus video at the end. All screams of Palm Harajuku. I'm going to take one of my headphones off because this is going to be sonically bad. Canadian referee couldn't handle it. Mike had a counter that worked pretty good. Bucky's gear. Well, that referee can't deal with it either. He can kind of deal with it. Well, oh, but referee Daisuke has used this. Referee Daisuke can handle this. He's got great counters for it. Push the other people. Furman cannot handle it, but Daisuke has dealt with it longer than anybody. Oh, she kicked it away. Oh, he caught it. No. Because she's 3, you can fuck around with it if you need to. Basketball. Yep, throw it away. Yep. Some referees do not know how to handle it. They cannot deal with it. They try to wait her out. Oh, and then you can also, if you want to, just stomp it. You can just say no and stomp on the ground. Referee Matsui knows what's up. I will say I did turn the volume of that down a bit because I thought it would be better if you didn't have to hear that. So thank you to Meerkat Ultra for putting together that montage. It goes on a little bit and he layers all of them together, and that was sonically so unpleasant that I didn't feel the need to include that. Okay, Clay is making the connection with Asta from Black Clover, where he just yells all the time. Yes. God, the fact that both the Japanese voice actor and the American voice or English voice actor, fellow duder, shout out to Dallas, the voice of Asta. That's incredible how much yelling they had to do in that. Anyway, so here's the deal. We saw Daisuke there. Daisuke is the referee most used to this nonsense. And Daisuke, over the years, has come up with a variety of ways to stop palm and counter palm. And I'm going to include one of them that I think is lovely. And then I'll explain why I would use the term lovely to talk about a dumb wrestling gimmick. It's not part of the montage. I actually clipped this myself years ago, or a couple years ago, because I thought it was great. So she's doing the yell bit. And then Daisuke takes it, goes around, and sends it off. Kamehameha style, sends it off. And then Palm is impressed, and even Raku's like, oh, that's fun. And I bring that up only because that moment took place like a week after Akira Toriyama passed. And it is a lovely small little tribute to Toriyama. The creator of Dragon Ball Z, of course, among other things. And it was just a nice little tribute, which is why it wasn't just, he countered the yell. It was, that's fun. It's a Kamehameha. That's just cute and fun and a nice little bit of business. And I thought that was lovely. So I wanted to bring that up because it's a fun little thing. And again, I ripped that video a while back. That's just me wanting to talk about a fun wrestler. I talk about TJPW quite a bit because they are a wrestling promotion that I like a whole lot. They're very fun. Now, earlier in the video and beforehand and in the lead up to this, I have talked about how one of the reasons I chose to bring back 404ing it is because there was a video that I got sent that I was like, I wish 404ing it was still a thing because I want to talk about this video. So let's get into that. This will be our last segment of the stream. Let's get into and let's talk a bit about Yoko Takahashi and Yoko Takahashi's prank. If you don't recognize the name Yoko Takahashi, you might know Yoko here. This is her performing in 2024 because she is still out there performing. She is a singer, international fame. She is most known for singing Cruel Angel's Thesis from Neon Genesis Evangelion. She is certainly well known for that. She does that in a video we'll watch in a moment. So I want to set things up for you. I want to set up a little bit of a world here because this is Yoko, but also for the purposes of this video I'll be showing you in a moment, this is Yoko as well. Yoko is undercover. As you can tell by the person in the person that is in the little picture frame there and the text all over the place, Yoko got involved in a prank for a Japanese variety show on TBS. That is the Tokyo Broadcasting, not Turner. But she did a bit there. They are at a family restaurant. There are internet young people, somewhat famous internet young people that are in tables, There are regular people that are just there to hang out and eat at this family restaurant. And they're filming a segment for TBS, and they're talking to these people who are sitting there and trying this food. And there's this woman here, this woman right here is kind of off. She's kind of clumsy. She's very silly and a little hokey. And she's like, not interrupting things, but kind of like out of place. And there's a stage. There's a little stage with a microphone and a music stand. And she gets on the stage and she says, thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to sing you a song. And she sings a song, and it's fine. It is traditional. She's got a voice, but it's not like, it's one of those things where, like, if she showed up at karaoke, you'd be like, oh, that's a great singer. But if you saw her, if you heard it on the radio, you'd be like, who is this lady? What is this? And that was nice. And then she says, I've got one more song to sing for you. And then this happens. Can I say, 2024? She can fucking still sing. God damn. Just to a backing track, she's incredible. The lady that served food can sing this good. Can you believe it? And there's a fucking tear in her eye, and she does the lean because she knows. She knows what's up. She's been fucking pranked. And he's just like, oh, holy shit, this is beautiful. And she's just still got it. And she knows she's been fucking pranked. This lady's crying. She should be crying. This is beautiful. And now, as a treat, backup dancers. Y'all been pranked. It's okay. And everybody gets in on it. Everybody knows it's cool. Everybody knows they've been pranked, and it's fun, and everybody's loving it. Everybody gets it. There's kids. There's kids. I'm pausing it because there are kids up there. And that got me. That really did that genuinely for real got me. That little kids that just went to a family restaurant, and then there were like internet people there or whatever, and they filmed it for TBS. But then Yoko sang Cruel Angel's Thesis. And that's just an amazing thing. It's a prank that feels good. Oh, really got me when I realized, oh, beautiful. Yeah, and these goddamn waiters are doing the backup choreography. And they do the end pose. And, yeah. And then she lets everybody know, hey, thanks so much for this. And they're like, oh yeah, this is for TBS. Yeah. Y'all know, y'all been pranked, and we're here to prank one woman in particular. And she's like, wait, this is real, huh? And yeah, and it goes on a little bit more. There's more video at the beginning. There's a little bit at the end. This was the important part. Now, when I first saw this clip, I didn't see some of the setup. It just went into the song. So I didn't understand the context of this. And also the quality of the version I previously saw, and in fact uploaded to YouTube because I ripped it off of like Reddit or something, is I didn't recognize that she had a lapel mic on. When I first watched this clip, I didn't realize the people in the front row knew there were cameras there, but they didn't know they were being pranked. And I didn't realize that this is a prank for this particular young woman who is a professional cosplayer and has cosplayed professionally for events, Ray. So the level of, oh no, they didn't just have a amazing, incredible singer pretend to be a kind of sloppy waitress and then blow everybody's doors off. They did that for real, but they also particularly pranked this lady by being like, yeah, we're going to have this thing, a family restaurant. You're going to be the one table. They're going to be the other guys at the other table. And then, man, it's so good. I hate pranks. I don't hate this prank. This prank's a good one. It's a great idea. It's just an unbelievably wonderful thing. And she's, like I said, Yoko's still fucking got it, man. She's done the last 3 years of the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. The last 2 years, I said, because I've done them in Tokyo. And she's done those. And it's that thing where I have friends who are at Crunchyroll in some capacity. And last year, or for this year, a friend of mine went to go work the event. And she's just like, yeah, I just started crying at one point. And I was like, yeah, that's the proper response. Like, yeah, you should be like in the green room, making sure everything's okay, and then just start crying because she's there. It's like, yeah, that's the appropriate one. And when I saw that video, the first clip of it, I was like, I wish 404ing it was the thing I did still, because I'd like to share that. And now, in 2026, 404ing it was a thing that I did. Will I do this again? Yes. Will I do it in 2026? Probably not. 2026, probably not do it again. But I would like to do 404ing it again at some point, because it is a labor of love. Putting this together is frustrating. Doing the tech myself, I'm also like, I don't love that. I'm using VLC to do this, and every fifth or sixth time I clicked on something, it like showed like really quickly like my background, well, not my background, like the desktop for some reason. I don't know why, or like the toolbar. I don't know why it does that. It's weird. But yeah, I'm going to do an outro for the people watching this on the live stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is probably a very edited version of this, or there's muted audio or something. But you can also find it on archive.org, and it will be in a link in the show description of this YouTube video. We'll have the link to the full version that's out there. But I'm going to go now and do an outro for the people watching the live stream version. So we will end that here. Thanks for watching, people of YouTube and archive.org and wherever it got randomly uploaded to. I don't know. Thank you.